It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. The Cavaliers come into this one following a loss to Milwaukee. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what.
Show you how it's done tonight.
Go get him.
Don't miss out on any Cavaliers home game this season. Visit us online or at the ticket booth for any availability. And Cavaliers basketball all for
center, at 6'9" number 13, Tristan Thompson. Starting at small forward, 6'.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The Philadelphia 76ers came away with the win, their last meeting this season against the Cavaliers.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
Yeah, all about IQ. You're right. They made smart in-game adjustments. I mean, they seemed a step ahead all night.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Fultz and Redick are in the backcourt together. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. And it's King at the 3 slot. You know, right around, Chris, this time of year, often top contenders begin to separate themselves from the rest of the teams.
Yeah,
Now is when guys start feeling comfortable. They're getting into their groove, Kevin. This is when they're getting their mojo back, and they're in their roles, and they got their timing. And now you just have to let the ability show through. And how do you do that? By realizing that your muscle memory, realizing that you practice, realizing that you put in the hours, trusting that, and now going out and just being yourself and embracing the moment.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as he keeps working.
That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. The open look here for Sexton. Trains the three-pointer. Sexton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good to see Sexton knock it down from deep, a shot he needs to add to his arsenal.
Here's King. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. King's got his first 2 points.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive.
Screen by Young. Passes it to Sexton. Cleveland moving the ball around. The 10-footer. Shot's good from Young.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Simmons passes to King. The tray. They get it back. Banked in off the glass. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
He seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Everything looked good until the finish, and it all goes wrong.
And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Larry Nance is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Smith comes in for Nick Young. Clarkson, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Hill in for Sexton. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Muscala, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Saric comes in for Simmons. Robert Covington's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Love with the bucket.
Oh, you got to put a body on Kevin Love. He's incredible at getting the position he needs on the boards.
King against Smith. King's shot is off.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
To the middle. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Right block shot, and he drops that one in. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's a three-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Or selfishness. I mean, this is what happens when you don't make the extra pass. Your field goal percentage can go south.
Hill, no good. The 76ers trail by 3. King outside. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
There's no reason you should leave someone open around Sark. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
26 seconds left to play here in the first. A leaner. And it's King with the rebound.
Even with no one on you, it's hard to shoot off balance like that. Sometimes you just got to go straight up with it.
Covington's shot is off. Now Clarkson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Former first-team All-Rookie. After being picked in the second round, Clarkson A draft day steal.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And he knocks down the first one. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And he trims the lead to single digits. And that's now 8 points for AI.
Wow, he's a willing screener. Embiid is great at using his body to create opportunities for his teammates.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Sexton is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Young in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now, here's Sexton. 9 points last game. Just 3 to shoot. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Pacers was terrific. He ended up with 44 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special, but the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of us.
Here's Redick after Cleveland got the three-pointer. Shot off the screen. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, man, an efficient mid-range shooter. I like seeing Redick work in this shot from time to time.
Now, here's Sexton, guarded by Fultz. Sexton the pass to Young.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Exactly, but you still want a decent look because if you miss, the strategy doesn't help you.
King. Off target with his 3. Cleveland leading by 9. And here's Sexton. He has 5. He kicks to Young. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target. Nobody knew.
And so it's Cleveland, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Duran. Lou, Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And now the third quarter about to get going. One of the great stories here, Nick Young getting it done today.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Fultz and Redick are in the backcourt together. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. And it's King at the 3. Chris, there are a lot of players offensively in this league who do certain things, just the nuances that create contact and draw fouls and get themselves to the line, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. When I think of fouls, I think of James Harden. If I was a big man in the league today, I would have nightmares about this guy because he gets to the free throw line almost like 10 times a game. His Euro step, his way to put his elbow up, he baits you to reach in, and then there's the presence of mind to be so quick that once you put your hand in the cookie jar, it's like your little brother telling you, Ma. you get in trouble. And that's what he does. He makes sure that the ref sees you getting that contact, you getting the foul. But how about DeMar DeRozan, what he does and being so strong, attacking the hole, and DeMarcus Cousins inside using his big body in the post. Those come to mind the quickest, using their skill set to draw fouls on other players, because there's an art to it. I mean, since he's wide open, he's got time to add a little style with the fadeaway.
And he converts the layup. King's got 18 points in the game.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And the Cavaliers call time here. A different look now for Cleveland. Smith checked in for Young. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Hill in for Sexton. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Smith has checked in. Now, here's Clarkson. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. It's stolen by Fultz. And now the 76ers on the break. Embiid kicks to Fultz. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's King. Count it. King's got 9 points now in just the second half.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
Pass to Love. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Wilson Chandler's checked in for the 76ers.
And, you know, with LeBron leaving Cleveland in the offseason, many assumed Love would be traded as well to rebuild. Ended up doing the opposite as he signed a long-term extension with the Cavs to remain in Cleveland. Not many would have guessed that of LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin, it would be Love to be the last Cav standing.
The 76ers trail by 5. Here's King. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. 26 points for AI.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
It's a pick by Love. To the inside. Over Chandler. And Love gets it to go. Love's got 14 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
King inside, working on Smith. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from King.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Here's Love, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Love's got 9 points in the quarter. Timeout called the 76ers. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Nancy's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's King. Screen by Simmons to tie it up. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from King. King's got 31 points. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Kyle Korver is out there with Sexton. And it's Young in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. 14 feet away. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 3rd rebound tonight. King's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. The screen from Thompson. And Young, here we go. King with the block. And they'll keep possession. Young outside. Love with the screen for Young. Second shot opportunity. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11. The 76ers trailing. Fultz dishes to AI. To take the lead. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 11 points. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. And so here's Cleveland. Young inside. He's guarded by AI.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
That's his second personal foul.
That free throw, no good.
Nick Young at the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. The 76ers trail by 3. Fultz kicks to Redick. Here's King. And the 76ers get it back. No good on the shot. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Sexton's shot is good.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
Now here's Fultz. In the corner, it's AI. Back to Fultz. Fultz off the pick from King. Embiid the screen. Off the screen. Fultz, no good.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
Korver kicks to Love. Here's Young. Offensive rebound. The shot off that time. The 76ers trail by 5. Pass to Simmons. And the rejection by Love.
Oh, it's great seeing Love take his defense seriously. He definitely has the limp to swat that one away.
Now the pass to Sexton. Here's Korver. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Korver's got 5 points now this quarter.
Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
Here's King looking to end the run. Outside for Redick. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Love against Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And guys, with Simmons, you get it all. The shooting, the rebounding, and the passing.
And an intentional foul right there. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thompson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
Okay, are those free throws helping them to make the lead even safer?
Timeout called, the 76ers. They're down by 7. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
All you can do at this point is focus. Dial in on each moment. Do your best. You can't get consumed over the score.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love.
And his...
Free throw drops for Covington.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Timeout called the 76ers. They trail by 7. There's 18 seconds left. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Shooting Jordan Nelson at the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So both teams making some changes here. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, they can breathe easy now thanks to those free throws. They won't have to sweat this one out.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge,
Hey, AI, I need you to do an interview with Griff real quick.
Now? Seriously?
I know, but it'll only take a second, okay?
All right, fine. Let's just get this over with.
AI, thanks for taking the time. I know it was a tough game.
Ain't that the truth?
So, tell me about it. How does it feel to be on the wrong end of a close game like this one?
All right, walk with me. It feels terrible. You know, I feel like I let my coaches down. I feel like I let my teammates down. I feel like I let everybody down.
But it wasn't just you out there, AI. Some would say others were much more to blame.
No, see, I don't care what people saying. I know I could have done more. So in my mind, I let everybody down. I mean, it doesn't matter. All I can do is move forward, work harder, and try to do better the next game. Okay? All right, that's it.
Appreciate the honesty, AI.
Thank you.
Hey, Griff, come on.
Good luck turning it around next game.
Let's go.
Watch when I go back to fucking. I'm gonna go back to the fucking the fucking neighborhood. It's gonna say I'm at level 60, and then I'm gonna just go to my attributes, and the shit gonna go all the way to back up. Watch. Been doing that like 4 times already. I'm about to hit up Mike Wayne on Twitter like, yo, what's up?
Pretty sure I'm maniacal. What do I know? I don't know. All I know is what I see through my monocle. That and the telescope. Keep one lens on the microscope. Others their compliments or trust me well. Going down hills in the blood. On my red shoes and fire with the woods in I hate the world. I'm coming right now. Ooh, them boys stay nasty. Floating like Aladdin. Them the ones you talking to. Hands on can get flashy. Ooh, them boys stay nasty. Floating like Aladdin. Them the ones you talking to. Hands on can get flashy. Ooh, them boys stay nasty. Floating like Aladdin. Them the ones you talking to.
Lucky days and willing to tussle. Your boy is dusty like push up and bustle. Hear that shit hurt like the nose of a puzzle. I'm the king, I was born in the tussle. Bet like a bouncer, I'm ready to tussle. One more baby, I'm ready to bustle. Come through with me and my dogs. Hate on my ass like in Laos. That boy stay like a cheerleader. She want me feel like a 2-liter. So they watch it ricochet off. Then I skirt off on them and chill out. They don't got nothing on me till I pop. They don't got nothing on me, call the cops. I hit that run like a hybrid boy running back. Look at that boy, hit that running back.
Shout out to Sasas with some mocos. I got addicted to Sasa tacos. Got out of and ramen noodles. Never see how I'm gonna make a stamina. I used to be holding the camera. Hitting the glass like you window up. Like spraying to me like my hand will go down. We love Wu-Tang, but I feel like Santana. She's talking just like she Hannah Montana. I was clean, Tony Montana. Made it my wife she can't kick it, she's so mellow. Come through. I know. Show name, Princess Raylan.
So can get flashy. Ooh, them boys stay nasty. Broken like Aladdin. Them the ones you talking to. And so can get flashy. Ooh, them boys stay nasty. Broken like Aladdin. Them the ones you talking to. And so can get flashy. Ooh, them boys stay nasty. Broken like Aladdin. Them the ones you talking to. And so can get flashy. Ooh, them boys stay nasty. Broken like Aladdin. Them the ones you talking to. I'm an emperor and you'll surely witness. I'm from Keta, but I've been in Mount Coop doing business, moving vicious, cause I see the cycle getting repetitious and plenty of sleeping with the fishes. It's really getting ridiculous. Most folks are envious, or they either scared and in fear like insidious. Times been ugly, but now they just hideous. Everybody's like, they try to hide themselves from us. I'm just being me, never switching for the bucks. I'm in y'all's playing, so I'm something no man can touch. I've been going ham like I'm playing in the clutch. Got the Kyrie step back when actors acting up. Been this way since a pup. You can't even get it. So if you acting different, then you getting. And I ain't even let them come back like the Cubs. That's a dub. I'm a fly.
I was gonna tell him try clear is fuck. Let me see. I'm gonna quit 2K. Manage game and add-ons. Save data. Maybe this'll help. Maybe that'll help. Go try clearing your reserve space. Maybe that'll help. Your boy lazy, he don't text at all. I just send voice messages all the time. Go try clearing your reserve space. I just fucking sent that message. Maybe that shit'll help. I don't know, man. Shit's tweaking. I'm about to send this nigga a picture. This shit say I'm a 60 right here, bro. Bro, shit tweaking happening, bro. Say I'm a 60. Whole time say I'm a 60. Season 132 games, 60. That shit tweaking bad.
No escaping this.
So back it up. Pass the mic, the big psych, the manufacturer, the architect, bringing you the artifact. You used to hate my clique, now you want a part of it. You coming with more hits that fought like Parliament. Compare me to another's gonna lead to an argument. We fry you with straight from Guerrilla Army, tracks in harmony.
See that bar? That bar right there. Like 60%.
I hear congratulations are in order.
For what?
You are a starting member of our most beloved local sports franchise.
Wait, how'd you hear about that?
Well, I wouldn't be the best doorman this side of the Prime Meridian if I hadn't.
Okay, I guess that's what you are.
Good, because I've already updated my resume.
Right.
Good day, sir.
Somebody will be in my house, bro. It look like something about to happen. I don't put my headphones on.
Oh! Shaq!
Whoa, I
Shaq!
just saw Shaq slap
Shaq,
me.
what you doing in my house, man?
Face thy unexpected when the unexpected of thy face is not to be faced. Face the nation, face the planet, faces of the face of the face.
What? Okay, I have no idea what any of that means. Are you speaking English right now?
Neither
do you need
do
some
I.
help? How did you get in here, man?
I just got it off Google. Don't worry about how I got in here.
Okay.
Oh,
Shaq,
are you scared right now? Do I sense fear?
I mean, yeah, you break into my house,
First
man.
of all, I didn't break in. And snitches do get stitches, but Spinelli let me in, but you don't know that.
Spinelli let you in?
Don't worry about all that right now. In order to be a champion, you have to face adversity, Barkley. How many rings do you have? 0. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
This is adversity right here.
Look, I'm just saying, you know, maybe facing adversity is a little different than, you know, breaking into a man's home. That's all I'm saying. And you didn't scare me. I just.
Do you see anything broke around here? Neither do I. So it's really not breaking and entering, buddy. Learn your laws, buddy.
That's.
I didn't break anything.
Are you going back under the couch? You don't have to do that. I can see you now, Shaq.
No, you can't. I've traveled to thy world of thy barbecue chicken.
Okay. I'm just gonna let you go there, and I'll be back. Okay.
Every time you move, I get a barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert.
Bitch on the baby. nigga that wears Shaq knows his sneakers too. Dead.
They sound like niggas from Family Guys. Like, we went to a party and it was so fun.
Chat box. I don't need a chat box. Chat box. Yeah, you're gone.
Red ball, blue ball starts in 5 minutes.
On Fortnite? On Fortnite? On Fortnite? Oh, nah. Let's go. Red ball, blue ball. Let's go. You know what? Slow ass.
Lucky days and willing to fussle. Your boy is dusty like push up a bustle. Hit that shit hurt like the nose of a puzzle. I'm a king, I was born in the guzzle. Bet like a bouncer, I'm ready to tussle. One more baby, I'm ready to bustle. Come through with me and my dogs. Hate on my ass like a dog. That boy stay like a cheerleader. She want me feel like a 2-liter. So they watch it ricochet off. Then I skirt off on baby chillin' out. They don't got nothing on me till I pop. They don't got nothing on me, call the cops. I hit that run like a hoverboard, run it back. Look at that boy, hit that, run it back.
Shout out to Salsa, so Samokos. I got addicted to salsa tacos. Got out of and ramen noodles. Never see how I'm gonna make a stamina. I used to be holding the camera. Hitting the dust on your window up. Man spraying to me like my hand on Gordana. We like Wu-Tang, but I feel like Santana. She's talking just like she Hannah Montana. That was clean, Tony Montana. Made it my wife up. She can't kick it, she's so mellow. Come through. Back, no name, brand say brainless.
So in here flashing. Ooh, them boys stay nasty. Broken like Aladdin.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. A lot of scorers in this rookie class, but I want to talk about one in particular, AI. Shaq, what has most impressed you about him?
Kenny, we've been doing this for a long time, and I'm going to do something I never do.
What's that?
Give you a compliment.
Why?
He reminds me of you because he's not playing like a rookie offensively. He has multiple ways to attack the defenders.
Well, I appreciate that, Shaq.
Even though I lied.
You know, I was about to say he reminds me of you because his mental approach is such wise beyond his years. But he's amazing production. It's given him a handful of games this season, so I'm not sure.
You know who AI reminds me of?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Yo, AI, you got me tonight.
The latest news is nuts, new album is ruling. Y'all first the nuts, you got a big chance of losing. There's no escaping this. Or confronting the union, so stop fooling yourself.
If you still want to be a part of the upcoming game, please visit us online at Apple Ticket Link for available tickets. Spurs basketball, we will be heard.
Don't be humble, it's better to pull. Believe you're eligible, get left like a vegetable. Humanity might be in this whole escape. Just turned into a holy state. The average cat don't even know it's fake. Walk around like she heard something. And it's something that he got to say that's even worth discussing. Listen to me, better to be blind with honor soldier than to never be free. Young out here losing their dads in the battle of the turning of every other country. Don't let history repeat itself. That's how the devil's learn to keep his wealth and feed himself. I'm the New York power hitter. Hit the devil in the take his manhood and all his glitter. Yeah, ready to bust.
Like I'm backstage.
We've got basketball action at the AT&T Center. We're in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Spurs wrap up this home stretch. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And you know, right now for San Antonio, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year, no doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Thanks, guys. Well, AI certainly took an unorthodox route to the NBA, but he's made it a point to reach out and forge bonds with other players. Now, when I asked him about it, he said, there were times where I wanted to quit, but teammates and opponents alike pushed me to stick with it and to try to be the best I could be. Now, AI seems like he certainly gets what it's like to be a member of the NBA Brotherhood. Kevin?
Thank you for that report, David. Glad to see AI be welcomed by the league.
And AI has had such a unique experience. I'm sure others around the league want to hear about it. And at the end of the day, his story is incredible, and everyone is a fan of his.
Oh, this one tonight, Smitty. Everyone has had this circled on their calendars. Two great teams and a bunch of star power on the floor.
Well, this is what the NBA is all about. There's always, Kevin, we love the game, but there's certain teams and certain matchups that you look in the calendar to see when they're playing. That's when you get your popcorn and you get ready. And those guys, they live for big games. Don't let them fool you. They all say each game is the same, but they're not.
Good insight. Look at the 76ers starting group. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Markelle Fultz out there with Robert Covington, and it's King at the small forward.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game. Outside DeRozan. Sent back. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's King. And out of bounds as the Spurs. Gain possession. And the Spurs with possession. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And just looking at the stats, you can see, man, they were efficient on this night.
They made shot selection a priority, and you see their percentage from the field. Outstanding.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the basket by San Antonio. No good on that one. On the wing, DeRozan. And, oh, he just jams it right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
When you get your tickets to see him play, that is what you are paying for. Incredible.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Philadelphia as the 76ers go up against the New York Knicks. For New York, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. The superstar talent level of Joel Embiid. Our collective hope is that he can stay healthy and realize his full potential, Shaq.
This is what they call the process. They've tried to bring him along slowly. You know, Ernie, there's a lot of extra wear and tear when you're 7 feet tall.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight.
What the hell is it? White Castle?
Have some fun tonight, man.
There are still seats available for upcoming games. Please go to the nearest Sixers booth or visit the team's ticket site and get.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knicks at center. And now, at point.
It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game as the Knicks come into town for this one. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Still out of the lineup is Enes Kanter. They want him healthy.
Kevin, it's just so difficult to replace a glass eater like him. I mean, he's somebody that has a commanding presence inside when you talk about rebounding.
So the New York starting five. Hardaway is out there with Ntilikina. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Noah. And it's Knox in at the small forward position. Interconference battle tonight, Brent. You could feel the change in atmosphere when you go up against a rival.
No doubt about it.
It's amazing.
Not only the teams are feeling it, but there's something to the fan bases who
Sure.
understand, these guys. I don't care if we win another game. We want to win this game
one,
tonight.
Yeah. It's important.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Now, here's Porzingis. 26 points for him last game against Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. Noah the screen. Hardaway from outside. And it's King with the rebound.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Now Hardaway after the missed three from King. 13 feet away. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, whenever he's got a little room, if the ball's in his hands, Hardaway Jr. looking to score.
Pass to Fultz. Back to King. Fires it up. Doesn't go for him. So New York will take it the other way.
Now you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
Knox misses. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Simmons sets a screen for AI. Sinks the three-pointer. King's got his second bucket of the night.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Fultz. Noah the screen. Porzingis inside. Simmons is there. Outside Hardaway. The pass to Knox. Here's Ntilikina. Screen by Porzingis. Inside. Another shot. They get a hand on it. Simmons against Porzingis. It's rebounded by New York.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. King outside. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. King's got 7 points.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
A tremendous opportunity for David Fizdale to re-energize his coaching career. Just that short stint he had in Memphis. He's a smart guy, a ton of charisma, which of course the New York fans are going to react to, and try to rework this roster and find some talent and push forward.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Sharch has checked in for Embiid. Chandler comes in for Simmons. Robert Covington's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Here's King, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And when it came to hiring Fizdale, the Knicks went so far as to contact their former coach, Pat Riley.
Yeah, Pat, a bit of Knicks royalty with his success in the Big Apple, said this about Fizdale, that he's got a great mind and that he'll be mentally prepared for everything New York throws at him. So a good choice for the Knicks, and we'll see how he performs in the big city.
And Azania gets it to go.
Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
Now here's King. Hazonia defending. Another three for Philadelphia.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Burke kicks to Lee. Now here's Vonleh. He's guarded by Chandler. Lee outside. Now here's Burke, guarded closely. Over McConnell. Burke can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 6. King outside. Here's the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And he's been hitting from out there. Defensively, you're going to have to change some things up.
The classic catch-22 guy right here. If you key in on him, you're going to open up other opportunities for his teammates to have good looks.
And so it's Philadelphia, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of my.
And Greg, that's something different now. And the 76ers with a completely new group now for the Knicks. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Knox. Burke is out there with Ntilikina. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Noah in at the 5. Back to Burke. 5 on the clock. Over Fultz. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Noah's just relentless down there. You're going to have to work all game long when he's on the floor.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Spurs was all business. He finished with 39 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He flat out dominated. The other team threw waves of defenders at him, but nobody could slow him down. He'll be looking to carry that effort into tonight's game. Kevin?
Thanks for checking in, D.A. He was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Fultz. When the super teams are dominant game after game, some people are going to ask, what's the point of even playing a game like this?
Well, in the regular season, I hear that all the time, and I sort of laugh at it because this is what the season is about. Sure. 82-game grind, having competition not only with opponents, but within yourself, within your team, battling for minutes. And we understand that a lot of these teams are built to win in the postseason. The regular season doesn't mean much for them. They're going to qualify for the playoffs, but there are other teams in this league, Kevin, trying to fight to improve. And on nights where you have opportunities to play against that kind of dominant team, a coach can say, see the potential, see what is possible. We just saw it here tonight.
And take some personal pride in your performance.
No doubt about it. And you can stack yourself up against these super teams that roll into your arena to find out exactly where you are. And sometimes winning a game like that for a coaching staff, they can say, let's use this momentum to build on it. We just beat one of the better teams in the league. So psychologically, it works in a lot of ways during a regular season.
It's Hardaway with the drive. Burke. The Knicks keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Noah with a screen on Redick. Outside Hardaway. No good on the three.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Knicks trail by 8. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Noah the screen. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Fultz with the ball. And AI throws it down.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
Up top, Burke. Tipped away and stolen by Redick. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And now the third quarter about to get going. Really an incredible game from AI.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Fultz and Redick are in the backcourt together. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. And it's King at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Knicks trail by 12. Hardaway kicks it to Noah. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Fultz. Low block shot on the way. The shot's good from Ntilikina. Ntilikina's got his second bucket tonight.
And it's important Ntilikina remains assertive on offense. When he does this, good things happen.
And Frank Ntilikina, you know, Brent, he has shown tremendous promise, but also has all the usual growing pains of a young player.
Well, entered the league at just 19 years of age, and a lot of questions about the level of competition in France before it is that Frank made his way over to the Big Apple. But he's a very versatile defender and showed some great flashes last year of lateral quickness, good length, and, of course, great instinct on that end of the floor.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Saric has checked in for the 76ers. Chandler comes in for Simmons. King outside. It's tipped from about 16. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Hezonja kicks to Moutier. Chandler against Porzingis. It's Hezonja in the corner. 5 to shoot. Shoots over King. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Hezonja.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
King's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Porzingis sets the pick for Lee. Hezonja's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 10. And King, here we go. It's tipped. And now, here's Hezonja. He's guarded by AI. Hezonja kicks to Porzingis. Back to Hezonja for 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out. Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
To the inside, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Let's talk about team defense, Brent. To develop trust, it seems like guys have got to communicate on the floor.
I talk to my friends often who ask me about playing an NBA game and playing defense. They first start with saying that I didn't play any, but the second thing we get to, Kevin, is talking about really how intricate good defenses can be. You talk about communication, that's one thing, but throughout the course of the season, you build so much sweat equity on defense and trust.
And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Hardaway kicks to Moutier. Back to Hardaway. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. came into the league as an athlete and a shooter and a good player out in transition on the run. And he really improved his game under Mike Budenholzer in Atlanta. I think he really learned how to work more efficiently, and that helped him out. He's improved his game a little bit each year, and not too long ago signed a big free agent contract to stay in New York.
That free throw goes.
I'm the only one still worries about mixtapes. How you like this? Bottle of weed. Smells pretty dope. That's the last of this.
Good from Hardaway. And thinking about Tim Hardaway Jr., it's interesting how different his game is from his dad's.
Yeah, Tim was more of a setup point guard, at least Tim Sr. with the killer crossover. And Jr. would much rather spot up or, again, play in transition and get you out in the open court. So he's not so much a facilitator as he is a scorer.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Porzingis is out there with Knox. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Moutier, and it's Ntilikina in at the 1 spot.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Noah the screen. Outside, Porzingis. Noah with a screen on Simmons. Nice shot by Porzingis.
How about this run they're in the midst of? On the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
The aggressiveness has picked up on both sides of the floor. And I'm not sure what took them so long to muster that, but here we are.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at AI. There are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the three-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest? He'll be there.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Simmons passes to King. Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. King's got 27.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Fultz. A floater. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. King, another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Screen by Porzingis. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Fultz. On the clock. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. He was all alone on that one. And now a 9-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Ntilikina. Now here's Moutier. D right on him. Shoots over Redick. And the Knicks miss again.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Bucket is good. 35 points for AI.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the 76ers.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
Well, he really contributed down there on the offensive end. Seemed like he was hitting anything he was putting up.
Embiid the screen. Here's King. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Here's Porzingis. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. 20 seconds left in the game.
It'd take a miracle at this point.
Right, with this deficit and this late in the game, their time has already passed.
New York, no good that time either. King outside, jacks up a 3, and the miss. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.
Oh, it's going up now.
Yeah, but yeah, way more than that. As many times as you play, it should be almost at 80 right now. But at least it's working.
I'm just saying, we can do that for you. Just let me know. Yo, what up, Charlie?
AI, just the guy I was looking for. Press wants to talk to you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You can get changed first.
Okay, I'll be right there.
All right, 5 minutes. Everything is all set. They're ready for you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, good luck.
AI, can you talk a little about how your time in China shaped your game?
Well, it definitely made me learn to appreciate what I got. When you're in a foreign country and you don't speak the native language, it makes it hard to, fit in. And once I got the second chance to try to make it in the NBA, I just worked that much harder not to let it go.
mindset.